What the hell is going on? Kaori Takamatsu, my classmate, was standing in front of me looking all grumpy. She was a very popular girl in school because she was a beauty with slim figure. Kaori had summoned me to the school backyard. Why are you looking so grumpy? You're the one who told me to come here.
Because I have to confess to you as a penalty. It's horrible.
I can't do anything about that, can I? I didn't ask for them to be involved in this. Kaori looked away and I let out a little sigh. So you're done with the penalty now, right?
Hold on.
I was about to leave, but Kaori stopped me.
It's a penalty, so I have to do this properly.
I don't think you have to be that serious about it.
Shut up.
Kaori's face was red with anger, but she took a few deep breaths to calm her mind.
Ren, I like you.
Oh, okay. It's making me blush even though I know it's a lie. And what do I have to do from here?
I'm not gonna let you dump me even though this is a fake confession.
Kaori said and stared at me. Okay, then you dump me.
Are you stupid? Why do I have to dump you when I'm the one who confessed to you?
What? Then what am I supposed to do?
Let me think. Okay, let's go out for a week. Then I'll dump you with all my heart. Just wait and see.
She said and left while laughing with joy. Oh God, here we go. It was going to be the worst week of my life, to go out with the girl just to be dumped. I couldn't help but to give a huge sigh. Wow. Kaori? When I was walking to school, I saw Kaori standing in the crossroad.
Morning.
Morning. Is she waiting for her friend? I thought, and I walked past her. That moment, she grabbed my arm and pulled it so hard. Whoa!
Hey, why are you leaving your girlfriend behind like this?
What? Oh, you were waiting for me?
Of course, we're going out.
But that's just a lie to fool our classmates.
But we have to pretend like we're going out for a week. Do your job.
Okay, let's go then. This time, we started walking to the school together. We were both silent for a while. Kaori looks so restless, doesn't she? Maybe she's embarrassed to walk with me, I thought, and I made a space between me and her. Right that second, Kaori started to rage.
Hey, you're my boyfriend. You're supposed to hold my hand.
Do I have to do that?
What? You don't want to?
Not that I don't want to, but she's pressuring me into this. Kaori forcefully held my hand while I was bewildered. Hey! I had never held a girl's hand before. My heart was pounding so fast to the point I felt like it was coming out of my mouth. Kaori looked at me and smirked.
Everyone's gonna think I'm such an attractive girl if I could trick them to think that I seduced a guy like you who's only interested in studying.
I see. Well, I should have known that there aren't any feelings involved in this. I felt sad, but my heart kept pounding until she let my hand go when we arrived at school. That day, after school. I'm so tired. I was warming up on the school ground after changing into my uniform for track and field club. We're gonna be timing for the short distance races today. That was when Dino Mamiya, my junior, came running towards me in the same uniform.
Rin-senpai?
Well, what is it? Dino seemed like she was in such a hurry, and she definitely didn't notice bags of the club members left on the ground. Hey, watch out! Whoa, that was too late. Dino tripped over the bags and I managed to embrace her. Oh, I'm lucky. Dino was in a tank top and shorts. A lot of her skin was exposed. Her shampoo smelled so nice. While I was enchanted by her scent, Dino hugged me hard and looked up to me. Huh? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
No, it's not that.
Then why are you crying?
That's because I heard a shocking rumor, and I wanted to ask if it's true. Senpai, is it true that you have a girlfriend now?
What? Well, about that...
No. Why did you make a girlfriend without telling me anything?
I don't understand why I have to tell you when I'm making a girlfriend, but just calm down. You're misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Yeah, well, I pulled Rino away from me and told her about what happened between me and Kaori and why we're going out. When I finished telling her the whole story, Rino sighed in relief.
But senpai, are you okay with that?
What do you mean?
Like going out with someone you don't even like. Are you really sure about that?
Well, but it's only a part of the penalty game. It's like a trial relationship for a week.
Then can you go out with me as a trial too?
What?
You said yes to Kaori-senpai, so there's no reason you're gonna deny me, right?
Yeah. I couldn't think of any valid argument. I was nodding without thinking.
Yay! Then I'm your girlfriend too, starting today.
Wait, is this cheating when one of my girlfriends are going out with me as a penalty? I thought, and I was starting to feel a little guilty about it. But I'm not dating either of them properly, so I guess it's fine. I told myself so in the end and went to get my race timed. The next day, I was facing Kaori in the courtyard while Rino was hugging my arm. Kaori looked visibly grumpy while staring at both of us.
What the hell is this? I heard about your relationship with Ren-senpai, so I asked Ren-senpai to go out with me as a trial too. What? What makes you think it's okay to do that?
Why are you so angry? You're just playing with me for a week for the penalty game, aren't you?
Yeah, on the other hand, I asked him seriously for this.
You don't mind, do you?
I don't care.
Kaori? Kaori was suddenly all quiet. She walked past us, but she looked as if she was hurt. Why does she look like she's hurt? Since then, Kaori never waited for me at the crossroad again. Kaori never tried to talk to me in the classroom again. She was usually alone, contemplating about something. It doesn't feel right when she's so quiet. That day, after school, Rino invited me to go on an after-school date.
This is something we can only do now, going on a date in school uniform?
Yeah, we went around various shops while chatting to each other. Soon, the sun had set, and it was time for us to go home. I guess we should head home.
Yeah, Ren-senpai, we should do this again.
Sure. We reached the crossing as we talked to each other. That was when I saw Kaori heading towards the crossing. She's zoning out again. Wait! Watch out!
Yeah!
Kaori walked into the crosswalk without noticing the red light. I ran, embraced her, and rolled back on the pavement. It was close, but I managed to save her from getting hit by a car. What are you doing? Why are you zoning out so much? Watch where you're going.
It's none of your business.
Hey! Kaori had tears in her eyes. She got up and crossed the road running. Rino, I'm sorry, but something is wrong with her. I'm going after her.
Huh? Ren-senpai?
Sorry, I'll make up for this. Rino was reaching out to me, but before she could reach me, I was running after Kaori. Kaori, wait! Kaori went into the alleyway and I managed to grab her arm. Hey, what's wrong with you? You're acting all weird, I asked, but Kaori didn't turn around. Kaori? As I went around her to see her face, she still had tears in her eyes. Why are you crying?
Shut up, leave me alone.
I can't. Something is wrong with you and I'm worried. What happened? Kaori. I patiently waited for her to start talking. It took a while for Kaori to open her mouth.
I was serious.
About what?
About you? I seriously liked you.
What? You're joking.
It's not a joke. I liked you since we were in primary school when you gifted me that handkerchief.
Since then? We both just turned 10 years old when that happened. Kaori was a pretty girl, so girls in class often bullied her. One day...
I can't find it.
What are you doing?
I lost my handkerchief. My mom gave it to me on my birthday, so it's my treasure.
I remember the girls talking about something here. Apparently, the girls had hidden Kaori's handkerchief in the school backyard. Let's find it together. So we split up and looked for the handkerchief. It took ages, but we finally found it. But...
I can't use this anymore.
Kaori was crying with the muddy handkerchief in her hand. That day, I tried my best to calm her down and took her home. But since then, Kaori was looking so sad every day. Few days later, here, this is for you. Cheer up.
This is cute. A handkerchief with flowers. Did you buy this for me?
I saw it yesterday in a shop, so I bought it. It was embarrassing to buy it, but I did it for you, Kaori.
Oh, thank you.
Kaori said and smiled. So you liked me since then?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you my feelings. I grew up and I still couldn't. So I thought it would be a great opportunity if I could confess to you even though it was a penalty game. I lost the game on purpose that day.
Oh, is that so? My heart was pounding fast as I listened to Kaori's sweet story. Kaori looked up to me.
Hey, we're still in the trial relationship, right?
Yeah.
Now that you know about my feelings, I'm not gonna give up on you.
Kaori said and kissed me. She then smiled and left. The next day, why are you here, Kaori? When I went out to the ground after school, there was Kaori in club uniform. She was showing off her great figure in shorts, exposing her bare legs.
I'm gonna be joining the track and field club. What? I can run faster than you. I have better figure than you. Do you think you can win against me in anything? No! Senpai's mine!
Rino hugged me, but Kaori was looking at Rino like it didn't bother her.
I've already kissed him. Right, Ren? What? You didn't tell me about it, Senpai.
Jeez, I wasn't expecting this to happen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shizuku-san.
When I left my room, Ryota Yanagida, my neighbor, came out of his room at the same time. It was a coincidence that we lived next to each other. He worked as a salesman in Tokyo. Hey, if you don't mind, do you want to walk to the station together?
My pleasure.
Ryota-san smiled. My heart was pounding so fast. I was in love with Ryota-san. It all happened a few months ago. It's so late. It's all because of my manager. I finished my tasks promptly, but my manager made an unreasonable order to me, so I had to work overtime. It's all his fault that I'm going home this late. I looked at my watch and I sighed again. When I get home, I want to take a bath. When I looked up, someone suddenly hugged me from behind.
You're such a beauty.
Get off from me! I resisted, but I couldn't take the guy's hands off me. I'm scared. My body was shivering and I couldn't raise my voice. What is he gonna do to me?
What are you doing?
Just as I lost all hope, someone ran towards me and pulled the guy away from me. He proceeded to protect me behind his back.
I'm gonna call the police on you.
He said, and the guy ran away in a hurry.
Are you okay? There's no way you're okay. I'm sorry. I should have noticed earlier. Do you think you can go home alone?
He talked to me with a gentle voice while I continued to shiver. I wanted to answer him, but I couldn't.
Hey, do you mind if I walk you home because I'm worried about you? Oh, I'm Ryota Yanagida.
Please. Ryota-san kept talking to me as he walked me back home. He was trying to relieve my fear because I was still shivering. And we arrived at my apartment.
Huh? So, Shizuku-san, you live here?
Yes.
Wow, I live next door.
What? Since that incident, I was gradually drawn to Ryota-san. And now, I was completely in love with him. Ryota-san, are you gonna be working overtime again?
Probably yes. We are working on an important project right now.
I see. We talked as we walked to the station. I was so happy to be able to spend a time like this with him. But I don't want to stay this way. If I could be his girlfriend. But when should I confess my feelings for him? I thought. The thought made me a little depressed, and I sighed secretly in my mind. One day, I was walking home. Ryota-san! I saw Ryota-san after I went to the supermarket to get some groceries. I ran towards him and greeted him. Good evening, Ryota-san.
Good evening, Shizuku-san. So, you went to buy your dinner as well?
Yeah, Ryota-san was holding a shopping bag too. But it was a plastic bag from the convenience store. Did you buy a bento box from the convenience store tonight?
Yes. Well, it's not just tonight, but every day. I don't cook.
I see. This is an opportunity for me. Forgive me if I'm being too forward, but I think it's not very healthy for you to only eat out like that. I always cook too much for myself, so I can bring you leftovers.
Thank you, but it's fine. I don't want to bother you too much.
Don't hesitate. I don't want to end up throwing away spoiled food.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll take your offer.
Good. I'll bring some for you tonight. I can meet him again. As I thought so, my heart was pounding faster and I felt it become warmer. That night, I knocked on Ryota-san's door with my handmade meal in a container. I had put an extra effort in making it. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry about all the trouble. Huh?
Ryota-san opened the door and froze as he saw me. His face was red and he was panicking. What's wrong? Is it my clothing? I was wearing a dress that I usually wear as a room wear. It was short and my bare legs were exposed. Maybe he was surprised to see me in a dress because I was always in suit. I'm usually dressed this way when I'm at home because it's really comfy. I'm sorry if I surprised you.
No, I think it looks very nice on you.
Thank you. So Ryota-san liked these kind of clothes. I should go and buy some more, I thought, and I handed him a paper bag with a container inside. Here, it won't spoil so fast so you can have it over a few days.
Thank you, I'll enjoy it.
Ryota-san took the paper bag and I went back to my room. 2 days later, when I was chilling on the sofa, the doorbell rang. I saw Ryota-san on the door monitor. I rushed to the door and opened it. Ryota-san, good evening.
Good evening. Oh, here's the container. Thank you, the food was very good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, the dress looks very pretty on you.
Thanks. I thought this was very cute as a room wear. I was wearing a mini dress that day. I struck a pose and emphasized my bare legs. Ryota-san visibly blushed. I'll bring you some food again.
Thanks.
Since then, I frequently delivered food to him. Ryota-san gave me sweets from department stores in return. I thought I was deepening my friendship with him, but one day... it's Ryota-san. Ryota! Huh? When I opened my mouth to call his name, I saw a beautiful lady walking beside him. They were walking arm in arm and disappeared into Ryota-san's room. They looked very close. So, Ryota-san had a girlfriend? The next day, I was walking back home depressed when I ran into Ryota-san.
Good evening. The food was so good again. I'll bring the container tonight.
You can throw it away. I think your girlfriend is gonna misunderstood our relationship if we visited each other like this. I'll stop bringing food to you too.
What? What are you, Shizuku-san?
I ran back home even though Ryota-san was saying something. Since then, I was avoiding Ryota-san. I should be able to forget him if I kept doing this. I thought, but that night, how could this happen? It was about to get inside my room when Ryota-san and that beautiful lady came out. Oh, good evening. Good evening. You're so beautiful. I didn't know that a beautiful girl like this was living next to you, Ryota. Oh, excuse me. I'm Dino, Ryota's sister. Nice to meet you. Huh? You're his sister? Yes. And you? I'm Shizuku. I see, Shizuku-san. You must have a boyfriend, right? That's so sad. I wish you were Ryota's girlfriend. What? Ryota-san and I both blushed at Dino-san's words. I don't have a boyfriend, but I thought Ryota-san had a girlfriend. Why? Oh, was it because of me? I see. But if you feel troubled about it, I guess I should leave. Now, Ryota, it's all up to you.
Hey, wait, sister.
Dino-san grinned as she left quickly.
Well, I think you're misunderstanding something, so I want to talk about it. Do you have time?
Yeah. It was so awkward, but Ryota-san invited me into his room. I'm so sorry. I thought Dino-san was your girlfriend. That's why I acted that way. I took a sip of tea that Ryota-san had poured me and apologized. Ryota-san nodded like he understood.
I thought so. Can we go back to what we are used to be? Now you know I don't have a girlfriend? I felt sad because you didn't even look at me anymore.
You felt sad? I'm just your neighbor, I said, and Ryota-san dropped his gaze in sadness.
So you only thought of me as a neighbor. If that's the case, I have to try my best to think of you as a neighbor, but nothing more.
Uh-huh.
I liked you, Shizuku-san. But don't worry, I'll try and forget my feelings. I should leave this room so you wouldn't be scared of me.
You can't.
Huh?
I like you too, Ryota-san. So you have to stay here.
Shizuku-san.
From that day, we got even closer and soon started to visit each other's room. I was happier than ever. But one day, my senior was asking me out persistently after a drinking party. Please, leave me alone.
Why? I've been devoting myself to you. You have to go out with me already.
I have a boyfriend.
That's a lie. It's not a lie. She's my girlfriend.
Ryota-san! Ryota-san, who happened to walk past us, came and pulled my senior away from me.
Who the hell are you? Oh, Yanagita-san. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a while.
Boss, do you know him?
You didn't know? He's one of our important clients. He is the president of a huge company.
What?
I hope my girlfriend is doing well at your company. We started dating each other a little while ago.
Ryota-san embraced my shoulders as if he was trying to prove our relationship to my senior.
It seems like the party is over now. Do you mind if I take my girlfriend with me? Yeah, of course. Now, if you'll excuse us.
We left the pub as my senior was standing there speechless. As we walked home, we were holding our hands. It came to us very naturally. I didn't know that you were a president.
I'm sorry that I didn't tell you earlier, but I wanted you to like me as a person.
I like you, Ryota-san, even if you weren't an ordinary salesman.
Thanks.
I'm the one who has to thank you. I'm happy that you said that I'm your girlfriend in front of everyone. Is it okay if I introduce you as my boyfriend from now on?
Of course.
I couldn't stop smiling to Ryota-san's response. I feel so happy every single day since I met you. I'm happy that we're now in love. Please keep me by your side. I smiled again. Ryota-san nodded and smiled too.